Oh, hi. Hey, Lexi. What an exciting story this is. I mean, oh, Daddy's excited. It's just keeping up with it, eh? So, he's been given the option to be able to go back to the flock or stay in this other plane of existence. So, let's see what he's chosen to do. I want to go back to the flock, of course. I've barely begun with the new group. Very well, Fletcher. Remember what we were saying about one's body being nothing more than thought itself. Fletcher shook his head, stretched his wings, and opened his eyes at the base of the cliff. In the centre of the whole flock assembled. There was a great clamour of squawks and screams from the crowd when first he moved. He lives! He that was dead lives! Touched him with a wingtip, brought him to life, the son of the great gull. No, he denies it. He's a devil. Devil come to break the flock. There were 4,000 gulls in the crowd, frightened at what happened, and the cry, Devil! Went through them like a wind of an ocean storm. Eyes glazed, beaks sharp, they closed in to destroy. Would you feel better if we left, Fletcher? Asked Johnathan. I certainly wouldn't object too much if we did. Instantly they stood together a half-mile away, and the flashing beaks of the mob closed on empty air. Why is it, Johnathan puzzled? That's the hardest thing in the world, is to convince a bird that he is free, and that he can prove it for himself if he just spent a little time practicing. Why should that be so hard? Fletcher still blinked for the changes seen. What did you just do? How did we get here? You did say you wanted to be out of the mob, didn't you? Yes. But how did you? Like everything else, Fletcher. Practice. Huh? Practice makes perfect, hey? Alright. By morning the flock had forgotten its insanity, but Fletcher had not. Jonathan remembers what you said a long time ago about loving the flock enough to return to it and help it to learn. Sure. I don't understand how you managed to love a mob of birds that has just tried to kill you. Oh, Fletch, you don't love that. You don't love hatred and evil, of course. You have to practice and see the real goal, the good in every one of them, and to help them see it in themselves. That's what I mean by love. It's fun when you get the knack of it. I remember a fierce young bird, for instance, Fletcher Lynn Seagul, his name, just been made outcast, ready to fight the flock to the death, getting a start on building his own bit of hell out on the far cliffs. And here he is today, building his own heaven instead, and leading the whole flock in that direction. Fletcher turned to his instructor, and there was a moment of fright in his eye. Me? Leading? What do you mean, me leading? You're the instructor here. You couldn't leave. Couldn't I? Don't you think that there might be other flocks, other Fletchers that need an instructor more than this one, that's on its way towards the light? Me? John, I'm just a plain seagull, and you're the only son of the great gull, I suppose. Jonathan sighed and looked at the sea. You don't need me any longer. You need to keep finding yourself a little more each day, the real, unlimited Fletcher Seagull. He's your instructor. You need to understand him and to practice him. A moment later, Jonathan's body wavered in the air, shimmering, and he began to go transparent. Don't let them spread silly rumors about me or make me a god, okay, Fletch? I'm a seagull. I like to fly. Maybe. Jonathan! Poor Fletch. Don't believe what your eyes are telling you. All they show is limitation. Look within your understanding. Find out what you already know. You'll see the way to fly. The shimmering stopped. Jonathan Seagull had vanished into empty air. After a time, Fletcher Gull dragged himself into the sky and faced a brand new group of students eager for their first lesson. To begin with, he said heavily, you've got to understand that a seagull is an unlimited idea of freedom. an image of the great gull, and your whole body from wingtip to wingtip is nothing more than your thought itself. The young gulls looked at him quizzically. Hey man, they thought, this doesn't sound like a rule for a loop. Fletcher sighed, started over. Very well, he said, and eyed them critically. Let's begin with level flight. And saying that, he understood all at once that his friend had quite honestly been no more divine than Fletcher himself. No limits, Johnathan, he thought. Well then, the time's not distant then when I'm going to appear out of thin air on your beach and show you a thing or two about flying. And though he tried to look properly severe for his students, Fletcher Seagul suddenly saw them all as they really were, just for a moment, and he loved what he saw. No limits, Johnathan, he thought, and he smiled. His race to learn had begun. Wow. So Fletcher's now on his own, teaching students of his own. Maybe one day you too will be the same. You'll have babies of your own to teach, and teach them how to fly and see farther than anyone else. Because the babies that fly the highest see the farthest. Love you, babies. Mwah. See you soon. Love you. Bye.